boss. We can't.
So why did Van Dijk try and throw the kid?
So if you take a look at this photo here, people, you can see Van Dijk abusing children. Sigurdsson 2.0.
What compelled him to do this?
So if you look closely in the photo, you'll see that Sigurdsson is on the sideline. Coincidence?
You know, it's not Pogba's brother is on the sideline.
Has a curse been placed on Van Dijk? Is that why he hasn't been performing recently?
Oh, is that why Liverpool have not been in the top 4? What is going on? We'll get to the truth in this episode.
Look, all I'm saying is, folks, Mason Greenwood is suddenly cleared of all charges, and Liverpool start doing bad. Just spell the end. What I'm saying is, folks, Anthony Alanga has been very quiet since Greenwood's getting out.
Oh, thank God I started the pod because all this is being recorded.
Oh no.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the episode 34 of Talking Telly. We will be discussing football all around, but the main topic is we'll be talking about the people that streets will never forget. Now, before we go on
not
to
forget these ballers, man.
Before we
That's what we need to
actually, do you want to go to the ballers straight away and then do the later stuff later?
go into the bomb.
Go into the streets.
Onto the ballers.
The streets first, or
the big ballers. I feel like there's a lot of cult classic street ballers.
I think we should do the streets first.
Streets first, and then news later.
Yeah. We'll just do one by one. The streets will not forget Wilfred Boney. Wilfred Boney, absolute demon for Swansea. A machine. Him and
fellow was banging in goals. If you did not have him in the fancy football, folks, you were lacking. Fellow was probably only worth like £7 million, and this fella just couldn't stop scoring for like 2 months. Every game he was in, I was like, Boney's gonna score, dear God.
The fella literally was so good. Pep bought him for City just to sit him on the bench.
Pep masterclass, folks. Yet again, buys another player, sits them on the bench.
He's like, all right, we cannot play against Wilfred Boney.
we cannot let this guy loose. Dear God, get him on the plane. I swear to God, that's all it takes for Pep these days. Just score one good goal against City, you're fucking on the plane.
He scored 20 goals. He scores 20 goals in a season. Wilfred Boney for Swansea.
Score one good goal against City. That's it. You're on the plane. Now, look, the streets will not forget Wilfred Boney. Just like the streets won't forget another Swansea star. Meet you, baby. Meet you. Nice to meet you. This fella, for 2 seasons, came onto the scene and banged in over 40 goals. What the fuck? Fella never even got called up for the Spain team because he dropped off. This was like when Spain were at their prime, and people were like, "How the fuck is this guy not in the team?" Bear in mind, he was playing in the Spanish second division for a while, and he's doing fuck all. Practically being told by a second division team, "Yeah, you're not good enough." And he suddenly got a move over to, I think he played in Levante, in La Liga. And I think he only got like 9 or 10 goals.
Vallecano.
Oh, Vallecano, is it? Okay,
yeah.
Not Levante. Played in Vallecano. I don't even think he got much goals for them.
He got 15 in 37 appearances. So that's decent.
That's not good.
It's decent. Yeah.
It's not great though. 37 appearances, 15 goals.
It's 15 goals in the season, which is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. To be fair, it's fine. But he moved straight off to Swansea then after that, didn't he?
Yep, straight off to Swansea.
Straight after Swansea. And then look at his fucking goal tally for Swansea, man.
By the way, he's in Swansea for 3 years. His goals are 20. All of them he got in 1 season. He's the ultimate 1 season wonder.
Yeah, this is why the streets will not forget Michu. He practically came onto the scene like prime Verdi back in 2016. This fella was unstoppable. He just couldn't stop scoring.
The streets
Fella just,
for one season he couldn't stop scoring.
And this is when Spain were at their prime, and people are genuinely like, You got to get Michu in that fucking Spanish team. David Villa was coming up as well, and people are still saying, you got to get this guy in. This fucker is too good. Then he dropped off. Swansea got relegated, and he dropped off. He was never to be seen again.
He played 52 games for Swansea, but like he only scored in that one season, so he did nothing for all the like 20 of the game.
Actually, I think he got injured.
Yeah, I think
that was his problem. I think he had problems with injuries, and he literally only had one season. No, but he is the streets will not forget this guy. Because what the fuck?
Both him and Boney are tied for the most goals scored in the Prem for Swansea at 20.
That's impressive. It's impressive how we both taught fucking Swansea players. We both hold the record for Swansea.
Now,
both only showed up for like
people could easily say Vardy or other these famous players that they'd say the streets won't forget. Well, a real person that the streets should never forget is Danny Goddamn Ings. The streets should never forget Danny Ings.
The streets can't forget Danny Ings. Danny Ings was a loyal servant.
He was a loyal servant for like 5 clubs.
But he keeps on banging in goals.
He does.
He keeps on banging in goals.
How is he only 30? I swear he's like 34.
Him for Southampton, banging in goals.
Well, him for Burnley, sicko mode. He goes to Liverpool, gets injured, and he's there for 4 years. Goes to Southampton on loan, starts banging in goals. Goes to Southampton, keeps him up in the Prem. Is second top goal scorer with 22 goals in the Prem for Southampton. Like, what is this? Goes to Villa, helps to keep him up from relegation last season and the season before. Like, goes to West Ham, is helping them from being relegated this season as well.
Yeah, practically every team he goes to, he's saving grace. He quite literally is saving grace. Because how the fuck, every team he goes to is like on the verge of collapse. And he somehow keeps them up. God damn, he just needs to go back to Liverpool now, didn't he? I'm messing. Yeah, no, the streets cannot forget Danny Ings. This fella, he's definitely.
It's the fact that his finishing was so good. Like his passing was shit. His dribbling wasn't great, but he could just go from anywhere. He was Vardy, but slow. He was our worst Vardy. Like he was slower. He wasn't as quick as Vardy. But
he's Kane without the passing
or the height.
He's Kane without the passing or the height. Actually, I think.
Well, Ings had a good head. Ings had a good head on him.
I think Ings is like 5'10".
He is, but Kane is 6'2".
Kane's got the height. To be fair to him, he's got the height. So you can't deny that. And he has,
Danny Ings is like Danny Ings is a poor man's Aguero.
No, Aguero's something else.
Yeah, so Danny Ings is a poor man Aguero.
He's not a poor man's Aguero. Aguero is quite literally something else. He is. Like,
yeah, so Danny Ings is the worst Aguero. He's Aguero.
You can't compare gods to men here.
Yes, well, Danny Ings is the mortal version of Aguero.
You cannot say this man is the cheap version
Danny
of Jesus.
Ings, look,
you cannot say that.
If every footballer has like a god that they personify to work towards and to be, Aguero is Danny Ings like Danny Ings is Aguero's persona. He's like his
persona. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it like that. Aguero is Danny Ings for persona. That sounds good. Something he can never be, but so desperately wants to be. Because Aguero is a whole different beast altogether. Dear fucking God. He's a prime example of a legend the streets will never forget.
Yeah, but he's like the streets will obviously not forget Aguero, do you know what I mean?
Well, Aguero, he is like, if you can make up a Premier League all-time of XI, he is my striker. He's my go-to. Straight away, instantly, without a second doubt, he's going in.
He definitely makes it onto the team, no doubt about it. But is he my instant striker?
Nah, he is boss. If you're thinking of anyone else, that's crazy stuff. The amount of fucking goals he banged in for City in his last few years as well. It's like last 2 seasons for City. He's coming off the bench. He's getting rotated with Jesus. And look, what about
Drogba? What about Shearer? Henry?
Only player, if you're playing a 4-4-2, you can put Shearer up top of him. You can't put Drogba in that team. You put Drogba on the bench. You can't put Drogba on that team. Aguero's just too fucking good, man. He's too good.
What about Prem Suarez, though? Prem Suarez? carry
Brian
them to basically not winning the Prem.
Look, you can't leave Shearer.
The Suarez and Andy Carroll duo.
Shearer is the all-time goal scorer. You can't leave him out of the team.
Well, soon to not be all-time goal scorer.
Yeah, soon to not be, but still.
Haaland makes it.
He is all-time goal scorer. You can't leave him out. But I feel like it's disgraceful if you leave Aguero out of that team. Prime Aguero was something else, man. He was something else.
Yeah, he really was.
Something different entirely. Even in his last few seasons, every time he came on the pitch, he banged in a goal. Would never be an easy goal either. It'd be like a last-minute clencher. Like real squeaky bum time, and Aguero pops off a finisher to knock United down to fucking second place.
And obviously, he has the most iconic goal in football history.
Quite literally in Prem history and in football history. It will never be topped. Doesn't matter how infamous the goal.
It's perfect. You can't actually top it.
Perfect clutch moment. I put him down as the most clutch player in history.
He really was. Alright. But let's go back to the people who the streets won't forget. Now, this is a person that the streets won't forget, however, this person also sucked ass. The streets won't forget Bojan, maybe. Bojan, he just retired like 2 weeks ago. The streets ain't gonna forget the Spanish wonder kid. That fella who literally leaped and bound his way into Barca, into the main squad to do, like, be a decent young player and to never reach his potential. He's 32 right now. He's 32 now.
Herman, he was being called the new Messi. He was the new Messi.
He broke Messi's record at 8.
Yeah, people were comparing him to Messi and saying, this guy's going to surpass Messi. He is the next one up. He is the future GOAT. He practically had the Mbappe treatment, but it all went horribly wrong for him.
Yeah.
I think he was a player born in the wrong generation, I believe.
I just think it was too much. And I don't know. It's kind of... You have people that it's too much hype, too much stuff, and it just gets to them. And then all of a sudden you're playing for Stoke. And they signed you for you're on a 4-year contract for Stoke, and Mark Hughes is your manager, and you're crying.
Problem is, Prem was probably the worst move for him.
Oh yeah,
he was a player. I watched a video, just a video essay on Bojan and what happened to him. He was just abused in La Liga and in Prem. That was the problem. He was riddled with injuries. Of course, you're not gonna what would you call it, survive that. Like, it's amazing how Leo Messi and Ronaldo survived all the bashings they'd get. Ronaldo in Prem, Messi in La Liga, and they still kept on going. Sure, Ronaldo still has like tendonitis and all that from his games. Sure, N'Golo Kante is another prime example. He's fucked right now. He's gone. He's gone. He's leaving Chelsea this summer. But who's gonna take him?
Yeah,
Chelsea just abused him. The engine has finally worn out on Pert and N'Golo Kante.
We can't say he wasn't an absolute demon.
Oh, he was a fucking demon. He was quite literally an engine. The fella wouldn't stop running, wouldn't stop making tackles, big moves, could bring the ball up. He was perfect. Anyway.
Now, who will the streets not forget? I got a couple of more people. I want you to hit me with the next one.
I'm going to hit you with a cheeky baller right now. Cheeky baller. Ben Arfa.
Oh, the streets will not forget Ben Arfa.
Ben Arfa, boys. The streets will not forget this guy. I think for 2 seasons, he had defenders on lock, shaking in their boots. The teacher. Oh my God, we're playing against Ben Arfa. Dear Lord. Fella would pull out the 5-star techers and then knock it out for a throw-in. This guy... Genuinely, this guy at fucking Newcastle was something else.
Ben Arfa was
something else. I think he's played at big clubs.
Yeah, no, he went to
weirdest thing.
He went to PSG.
He went to PSG. Yeah, I was thinking he went to PSG, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dear God, man.
I don't know. And I also got something good. The streets ain't gonna forget Santa Cruz for Blackburn Rovers.
Oh my God, I remember Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz was so good. Oh my God. Lord. Oh my God, Santa Cruz. The epitome of Spanish dribbling for like one season.
No.
I
You want
use
to talk
Paraguay,
about
but
Spanish dribbling right now?
whatever.
Spanish dribbling. The streets will not forget. Santi Cazorla.
Oh, Santi Cazorla. The streets cannot forget Santi Cazorla.
This guy used to dance through defenders.
Yeah.
He used to dance, quite literally. Like, you talk about, like, Brazilian El Ginga. This guy was quite literally Brazilian. He was fucking good. For, like, the 2-3 seasons where he was at his prime, he was fucking good. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got another guy who can burst. This guy, he wouldn't skill past. He wouldn't, dance past defenders. This guy would just straight run past defenders. No one can catch him. Arshavin.
Oh,
the streets will not forget Arshavin.
Nah, that guy is just the definition of streets won't forget.
The
Sarah
streets-
Bangton, he has one of the coldest celebrations for the 4 goals as well. He starts counting the fingers for the hat trick. Dear God. Dear Lord. Never have the street seen something so cold prepared so delightfully. Fella might as well have been ice cream. Dear fucking God. Waving the foe. Waving the 4.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Who do you got?
Street. Oh, it's
I
kind
got a
of
couple
hard
more.
to top.
I got
It's
a
kind of
couple
hard to top Arshavin. It's kind of hard to top him. But
You can put in you can put in the obvious one that we talked about earlier.
nah, I won't put in the obvious one. The streets will not forget Oscar at Chelsea.
Oscar.
Oscar at
I don't want to think
Chelsea.
about Oscar. Oh
Oscar
no.
at Chelsea. Oscar at Chelsea, folks. Now this is a depressing.
He was a
story, 'cause
poor
he
man's Firmino. Coutinho. He was a poor man's Coutinho.
Oh no, he was. But for that one season,
Oh my God, he was
Chelsea,
demanding.
he was fucking amazing. He played. They were Prime Hazard as well.
Oh yeah.
That's what I think made Prime Hazard so good. Because this guy,
But it's the fact that it was
Like
Oscar,
passes,
Hazard, William, and Pedro. That's a ridiculous attacking forward.
yeah, Oscar is someone the streets will not forget. The fact he moved over to the Chinese Super League after that fucking glorious season he had,
R.I.P.
the glorious season he had with Chelsea is disgraceful. Look, I appreciate a fella trying to make a bag. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the hustle and the grind, but fella could have made it. He could have been one of the greats. Threw all the way. I don't like that. So the streets will not forget this man because he threw away the bag. He threw away the fame.
I got. Oh my God! What is his name? Oh my God! Oh no! I have one, but I need the other guy. I got a triple double for you here. All right. The streets will not forget Chadley, Janusaj, and Fellaini. The Belgian midfield, baby. Before KDB burst onto the scene, before Carrasco started playing, back when it was Batshuayi and Benteke up front, and you got Chadley on the wing, Janusaj in midfield, and Marouane Fellaini, the guy who literally elbowed people for fun.
Dear God, using Fellaini as one of the streets won't forget. The streets are trying to forget Fellaini.
Fellaini was demonic. Fellaini was the core of Mourinho's United, and you cannot say he wasn't.
Let that motherfucker rest, dear God.
Him with Lukaku at Everton. Oh good Lord! Every corner is a goal. David Moyes said he's as good as anyone in the league.
David Moyes, Fergie's successor. Now that's someone that streets will not forget. Ferguson probably had the most prolific career any manager has ever had. And he leaves his dynasty to fucking Davy Moyes.
Oh,
what
Moyes.
a fucking joke, man. What a joke. He definitely did that as a fucking meme. I swear to God.
Nah, Moyes was the prodigy of managers.
He was a laugh.
Yeah, he was the chosen one. Literally after his appointment, there was a banner in Old Trafford hung that said "the chosen one." And his first unofficial game as United, they lost to some. What is this? They lost to the Thai All-Star team.
The Thai All-Star team. Oh my dear God. That's like fucking Ronaldo's Saudi Arabia XI, where he is now the captain against PSG. That's what that sounds like. Dear God, what the fuck?
Do you have anyone else? I think I pull up a couple more.
I know we want to be thinking off the top of our heads here. We can't be looking at sources.
Yeah, but no, it's like I have them, but I can't just think of. I know. I need to see.
Well, I'm gonna hit you with a silky baller. I'm gonna hit you with a silky baller right now. This guy doesn't get the hype he deserves. Maybe it was from the team he was in, being practically a Prem All-Star 11. But the streets will not forget Nani.
The streets couldn't forget Nani. I'm surprised everyone would know Nani is.
No, you ask kids these days who's Nani, and they're like, The people do not remember the majestic flips every time this guy would score.
Yeah, Nani was a demon.
The silky smooth touches, dribbling past defenders, making
The
them
long
look
shots,
like
man.
fools.
The curl that he puts on finesses was crazy.
The long shots, the curls, the overheads. Fella practically danced around.
I got a guy who the streets will forget for long shots, for set pieces. Dimitri Payet.
Dimitri Payet for West Ham.
Oh,
This guy.
the streets ain't never gonna forget those 2 seasons he was at West Ham for.
To be fair, he was good at West Ham. He was good at West Ham.
It feels like he's there for longer, but he was only there for 2 seasons.
Yeah, he's only there for 2.
He instantly went back to Marseille.
To be fair, Prem football just didn't suit him.
Yeah, it did suit him, but he was still so good.
He was still good, that was the problem. But Prem football, you could tell about him, it just didn't suit him. Like, he's still ripping up at Marseille. He's still there. He still gets promo cards on FIFA every now and again, so you hear about him. Realistically, who watches League On?
No.
Realistically.
Literally no.
Nobody in the whole watches League On. Unless La Classique is on. PSG against Lyon.
Wow, a hell of a match.
Them matches do be pretty decent, actually. I tune in for them matches. I tune in.
I got a couple of ones that maybe you didn't think of. Streets won't forget Julio Cesar, the Brazilian keeper.
The streets have forgotten.
The streets have forgotten him, and I'm bringing him back. I'm bringing Julio Cesar back from the grave.
Have forgotten him. Who the fuck is this guy?
You don't know who Julio Cesar is?
Bruh.
The Brazilian keeper who played before Edison, Alisson, before all of them. It was Julio Cesar. He played for Brazil for 10 years.
Bro. I must have been sleeping when this guy was playing. I must have been in the pram or something, because dear God.
Oh, FIFA 14.
I'm gonna look him up. Brazil
Julio
Cesar.
Julio Cesar. Look at him. Please tell me you remember him. He won fucking 5 Scudetti with him.
I remember Cesar. Oh dear God.
We need to bring back Julio Cesar.
Oh my God. The streets will not forget this, man. What the fuck? He's a QB. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Where did this guy go?
He vanished off the face of the earth.
Fella went to Benfica and just never came back.
Oh.
Dear God, I completely forgot about this fucker. Completely forgot he existed.
He's one of those people. The streets have forgot, but the streets need to remember. They need to come back. They need to be reminded.
How the fuck did you remember fucking Cesar?
Cesar, how? Cesar, baby. And I got another one. When I'm on the Cesar train, you gotta go others. You obviously know this guy. Streets will not forget Hulk.
On a Hulk? Hulk's still playing.
It doesn't matter. He'll win. It doesn't matter.
Motherfucker's still in the streets. He's still hustling.
Oh my God, he's going sicko mode. He's got 50 goals in 84 appearances for Atletico Mineiro.
What the fuck?
Oh,
He's ripping up the Brazilian league. Man. He's dear fucking god. He's ripping up Liga Nos Brasileira. Dear fuck. Dear god.
Brazil had a lot of young talent that went nowhere. Remember Malcolm, who's only 26 now?
I remember Malcolm.
Malcolm's supposed to be the next GOAT. I think he's like voting away in Barca, so I don't know where he is.
No, he's not. Malcolm's gone Chinese Super League, I think.
Oh, we went back to where he's in Zenit now. He's in Zenit. Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Oh my god! I just remembered. Oh my god. What's his name? Oh my god. Wait. The streets should never ever forget this Newcastle demon. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name. Oh. The player who came to the Prem and like shot himself because he was only going to Zenit. Oh no. What's his name? When Benitez went to Newcastle, his only signing was this guy.
While you think about that, I'm gonna hit you with one right now, which I know you forgot. I know you forgot this motherfucker. I forgot this motherfucker until just there a second ago. Thinking about Southampton, thinking about Danny Ings, how could we forget about another player who gave in to the Chinese Super League? How could we forget about
Fellaini?
Pele?
Pele.
Do you remember Pele? Do you remember Graziano Pele?
Graziano Pele.
Look this motherfucker up. His hair is iconic. His hair is iconic. Definitely remember this guy. This guy, for I think he stayed at Southampton for, it was either 2 or 3 years. But he fucking ripped apart that Premier League, man. He was in the fancy football for them 2 seasons. Fella banged in a couple goals. He was a true striker. You don't remember Pele?
No.
He was recent enough as well. He was recent enough.
I don't know.
Pele was good. Now. Pele was good.
Yeah, like I got a guy who the streets should not remember his late. The streets shouldn't remember him in the Prem really, but they should remember him saving Newcastle when Benitez had to save Newcastle when he couldn't make any signings, when he wasn't allowed, when Mike Ashley said sit down, and Benitez had to somehow he pulled out the miracle. And the man who led the charge was Solomon Rondon.
Oh, fucking Rondon was unbelievable that year. I remember that.
Rondon, the streets cannot forget Rondon.
I remember Rondon, man.
Oh my god. I know it's so good.
Fucking hell.
Let's not forget fucking... Wait, what? You know what? I'm gonna hit the streets and not forget. The streets should not forget the dynamic defensive duo of Mamadou Sakho and Martin Skrtel.
The streets are trying to forget that.
It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh my god. It was so bad. Oh, they
were just fucking awful. They were so bad.
They were so bad.
I still can't believe Liverpool were able to play like that. I still got like, what the fuck, man?
They nearly won the league with Sterling and Suarez like that.
Sterling, Suarez, and Coutinho, they almost won the fucking league.
Yeah. We'll have Nathaniel Klein, Roberto Moreno, Sakho, and Skrtel in the back. When Dejan Lovren was the solid one when they got him.
He was in Nets. He was in Nets.
Mignolet? What you mean who? This is ain't gonna forget Simone Mignolet.
Mignolet was in Nets. Oh my dear god.
Well, he was at Liverpool for 6 years. He's got 155 apps.
I forgot about Mignolet. That's a player. The streets will not.
The streets. The streets remember Carries, but the streets will never forget Mignolet.
I feel like we gotta hit him with the last one. The streets will not forget. And this is the player we were talking about earlier on. The streets will not forget Adel Taarabt.
Oh, Adel Taarabt.
Adel Taarabt, folks. he was the definition of baller. This guy for QPR was a certified baller. Fucking hell. This guy would turn defenders inside and out, loop the loop, practically tying your laces as he walks past you. Fucking hell. Players would fall to their knees for this guy. Literally. No.
Oh my god. Oh wait, I have the last one. And I don't remember. Oh no, what's his name? Oh no. It's a keeper that has a very similar name to Handanovic. It's not Handanovic. But what is his name? I don't remember. Fuck it, I'll just hit with normal one. Tim Krul. The streets ain't never gonna forget Tim Krul. Hello. Oh, okay. Well, I guess the streets.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No. The streets can't forget Tim Krul, to be honest, man. What the fuck did he do? Nothing. He has no highlights. He has no.
What do you mean?
Moments.
That penalty save in the quarterfinals for Netherlands in the World Cup? They subbed him on and he saved like all the penalties. And then and then the next round
they go Martinez, the villain Martinez.
And then the next round they don't sub him on, and they lose. Tim Krul, the Dutch master, who didn't go to this World Cup because he refused to be coached by goalkeeping coaches on pens.
Fella literally said, "I'm the best."
He literally said, "I'm the best."
I'm the best.
Back when the Netherlands no error penalty when Robin like collapsed in the box, he got a pen, allowing him to get a win on pens later on. Oh, all right. I think with that we shouldn't be moving on to our next topic.
Moving on to the news, folks. Moving on to footy news. I feel like the first one we got to talk about: Nagelsmann out, Tuchel in.
Yeah.
The situation at Bayern at the moment is catastrophic, folks.
It's scenes. The scenes at Bayern are mental.
Like, Nagelsmann getting fired while he's on holidays for mental health reasons with his family in Austria. That's bad. It's rough on him, especially because bear in mind they're still in Champions League. They're second in the league.
They clown on PSG, and by the way, Bayern have never. Obviously, Bayern win the league every year, but it's always the same story of they do shit at the start, and then for the last 10 games they just dominate, and they're clear at the end. They never first the whole time. It's always, oh my god, Leipzig, oh my god, Dortmund, oh my god, this team's gonna win it, and then Bayern always do in the end. And
it's always a clincher or a fucking clear-cut victory for Bayern.
Yeah.
But it's never second place. Bayern are never fucking second. So it'll be interesting to see the news when it comes out of Nagelsmann, of what he has to say about the whole situation, because like you can't you do that when he's on holidays. That's rough. I'm bringing in Tuchel, a rival, historic rival manager, the Bayern. It's a bit crazy. And their first game, Bayern's first game with Tuchel as manager, is against Dortmund.
That is spicy. That couldn't have been more spicy.
Honestly, I'll be tuning in for that game. I think it's away as well. I think Bayern are playing away.
Let me check if Bayern are away. If Bayern are away, I don't think they're winning though. No, Bayern are home.
Bayern at home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They drew away 2-2. Wait, no. Oh, it's the first match of the season that they meet. That's weird. That's so... Wait, no, October. No, so the first match 2-2 away. Now it's Bayern home. But what's this? Musiala injured? Choupo-Moting injured? Oh no.
No. Borussia Dortmund think Bayern are bluffing over Musiala's injury.
Oh
Which
yeah.
is fucking gas. Bayern are like, he's injured right now. Don't set up countermeasures. He won't be ready for the Dortmund match.
What the hell?
Tuchel's already playing games, man.
Yeah,
He's already.
That's an article on the Daily Mail.
No, I got that from Well, no. To be
Daily
fair,
Mail. Borussia Dortmund
my source isn't that good. I got my source from Instagram, so they probably got that source from Daily Mail. To be fair, but I heard about that earlier on. I was there thinking
he was drawn
that's
from the
fucking
Germany
gas.
team though. He was supposed to play for Germany, but he was drawn.
Maybe to get ready for this big Dortmund match.
Fuck your qualifications. This Dortmund match, though.
Dear God.
Actually, wait. Germany don't need because Germany. Euro 2024. I think is in Germany. Germany's obviously. I think it's all around Europe, but Germany's hosting it. Yeah, Germany don't need to qualify because Germany are hosting it.
So that's why you fucking pulled out.
It's all. Well, no, the entire Euros in Germany. Never mind. The entire Euros in Germany.
Yeah, it's all in Germany.
You know, they're playing Peru tomorrow. So.
You know, I'm on the same boat as Musiala here. What the fuck would you playing?
Bro, Havertz didn't pull out, did he? Werner didn't pull out.
Of course, fucking Havertz didn't pull out, or fucking Werner didn't pull out, man. Fucking Havertz is looking for any goal he can get, man.
Kimmich didn't pull out.
Proper Chelsea stat padders over here saying Havertz doing well this season.
Oh, God. Havertz with one assist this
Havertz
season.
team of the week card. I swear to God.
I swear to God.
And Werner's in the mud as well, man. Werner is in the mud.
I thought he's doing decent at wherever he is.
No.
He's doing decent. 7 goals in 15 games. That's not a goal every second game. That's not bad.
Problem is, though, he's playing full games. He's playing full games for Leipzig, and he's only banging in 7 goals in 15 games. If he was coming off the bench or something, you'd be like, all right.
Well, it's actually 19 games, and 15 of them he started. So that's worse, actually.
Yeah, it's not great, man.
Yeah, it's not.
Practically coming up to 20 games and only 7 goals. Bear in mind, he was banging in fucking goals.
That was.
And not being bad here, Bundesliga. It's a 5-team league, practically a 5-team league.
Is the easy league.
Quite literally, like people say Liga 1, Premier League. Well, nobody said.
Who said?
People say.
Who?
No, I was gonna say the top 5 leagues. I was always gonna say, people say, Liga 1, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga top 5, but I wouldn't even consider Bundesliga top 5 anymore. It's just gone. It's shit.
Well, it is because who else? Ajax suck. It's not the Dutch league.
No, you can't put the Dutch league.
So who else? No, the league.
You'd put the fucking championship up there.
The championship is no. You don't realize how bad the championship is. You don't realize how bad the championship is. You think Burnley are gonna do anything next season?
Burnley.
You think Sheffield United are going to come up and storm the Prem? You think Luton, Middlesbrough, Blackburn, or Millwall?
We're going to get Rotherham up, not next season, the season after. Ogbene for Ireland, baby. He's going to storm the Prem.
Well, Championship is actually dog. I watched a bit. It was so bad.
Why would you watch the champ?
I watched a couple of matches. They're great. I watched highlights because I was saying to the match today. I was like, "Oh, I'll check out what's going on in the Champions League." And I'd watch it, and it was awful. It was so
in the
bad.
Champions League.
Championship.
Checking out what's going on in the Champions League. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. The final. Get this off my screen. I want championship.
I want championship quality.
Please, dear God, give me more championship.
Yeah.
It's like that meme. It's like, God, please stop giving me your worst championship games. It's like, but my son, you're my most avid viewer. Right, I feel like we've covered
the news.
The Nagelsmann news. Time to get on to our next bit of business.
The free agents.
Free agents this summer, folks. There is quite a lot of them. Quite a lot of A-listers going up for free during the summer. And it's very controversial of who's going to go to where. Honestly, it's all up in the air. It's all up in smoke right now. I feel like the biggest one we have to talk about is the GOAT himself, Lionel Messi.
I thought you were going to say
It's a-
Mbappe.
Mbappe is leaving PSG. Here we go. And we got a player inner Fabrizio Romano's here. And try to guess right now. Where is Leo Messi going to go to?
Barca.
He can't. He can't go Barca. They don't got the money.
Barca.
He can't.
Barca.
That would, honestly, Barca would be the good ending.
Barca.
He can't go Barca, man.
Barca.
He can't.
Barca.
Doesn't matter what you say right now. He
Barca.
can't go Barca. If he goes Barca and he doesn't play well, he ruins the legacy.
No, he doesn't. He's Messi. He just won the World Cup. How has his legacy ever been? He's got the most golden balance.
If he goes to Barca and he doesn't play well, he has a stinker, he has a shocker, he does fuck all on the pitch, he ruins it.
No, he
Because
doesn't.
not only the club is going to be in financial ruin,
But look, it's fucking
they
Messi.
can't even hold on to Gavi anymore. They can't hold on to
They're
him going.
they're gonna hold on to Gavi.
No, they can't. They can't hold on to Gavi. They can't.
What do you mean they can? What do you mean
No,
they
look
cannot?
it up now. Look up Gavi transfers and shit like that. They can't. Bear in mind, they left it too late to sign him as an under 21 player. So technically, he can't play for Barcelona because of all the wage, fucking bollocks.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, so they can't fucking keep him. He's gone. He has to leave, or else they're gonna have to cut players.
Yeah, they actually can't get him in. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to leave. And if they get Messi in, Messi's probably gonna cover the entirety of the Gavi bill. Whatever money they get for Gavi, after paying back the Spanish government or whatever, that'll be paid for Messi.
Where's he going?
He either stays at PSG.
He's not gonna stay. He's not gonna. He hates PSG. He's not gonna stay. What if he just retires?
He's gonna go Saudi, man. He's gonna go Saudi.
No, he better not.
I'm telling you now, he's going Saudi. Like, if he's not staying at PSG, he's going Saudi.
I don't think he's gonna go Saudi.
He's done everything though.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna go Saudi because after everything with Ronaldo, I don't think he's gonna do it.
Bear in mind though, there's a hefty paycheck over there from
Obviously.
Al Hilal, willing to make him like the most paid player ever.
Yeah, inshallah, inshallah.
You think he's gonna refuse that bag? Bear in mind, if he's gonna retire, is he gonna do it like? Is he gonna do it at PSG of all teams?
No.
No.
He's gonna do Al Hilal.
All right. I'm gonna pose you with a situation right now. Let's just say you are Leo Messi right now. You're already hailed as a hero for Barcelona.
Thank you.
You're already hailed. You're a king. You're a hero. You're the GOAT.
Yeah. Go on.
You hate the PSG fans. You hate the French people. Which Messi does.
Yeah, I know.
He's-
I know. I hate them.
You hate the French people. You hate all them. Would you want to retire at their team and be considered almost a
That's why I
legend
go
for
to
their
buy the
fans?
Barca and retire instant.
He can't go to Barca. Barca can't afford.
Messi
Barca
goes
can't
on the
afford.
free.
Messi will go on the free, but he still wants his piece of paper. Like, he's not gonna go for £1 a week over there. Like, come on.
He's gonna do
Man.
it.
Yeah, he goes on the free for PSG. He doesn't sign a new contract. He doesn't do nothing. They still gotta pay his wages. They still gotta do shit like that. They can't afford the fella. And let's just say jersey sales cover it alone. Let's just say, hypothetically, jersey sales cover it alone. How long is that gonna last?
One season, then he insta leaves.
I don't see him just going for one season. Because the problem I see is he'll go for one season, he'll play well, Barca will sign like a 10-year deal, and then he's gone. His legs go or something.
Alright, where do you gonna go? Tell me right now.
I'm telling you now, if he does go back to Barca, like you said, max 1-year contract, and then he will retire in the Saudi League. He will. He'll go over there. He's going to the Saudi League. He's going to go over and get that paper.
He's going.
He has to. He has to go over there.
He has to. You heard it here first, folks. He has to go.
Would you refuse practically 300 mil? Would you refuse that? I wouldn't. I don't think anyone in their right mind would.
I think I might. He's already probably I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
He probably already has it. But it's like, you have 50 quid in your bank account. Yeah, you have 50 quid. Would you refuse another 50 quid?
Would you want to play in
No.
the Saudi league?
No, would you refuse another 50 quid? No, you wouldn't.
Would you want to play in the Saudi league? No.
Keep players out there for 1, maybe 2 years.
I mean, look, I guess in the end, no one's going to give a fuck. Like, everyone, like Lampard went to City, Stevie G went to LA Galaxy. Like, no one gives a fuck about that. No one remembers that.
Exactly. Where did trying to think of other players. Frankie Lampard went to City.
That's what you just said.
Oh, you just said that. Oh, sorry.
I just said Lampard to City, Stevie G to LA Galaxy.
I didn't. I heard Stevie G to LA.
Lampard,
Stevie G to LA.
he went so
Think about it. Rooney to Derby.
I thought you were going to say when you did DC United.
Nah, Rooney to Derby. That was a.
Went
Rooney was only.
to Everton first.
Oh yeah, he went to Everton for it. I forgot about that. Everton to Derby. It's so crazy to think. I used to think of Rooney back then during his United days. Like, oh, he's old now. He needs to get a move out of there. He was only like 30
He's 37.
when he left United.
No, he's 37 now.
He's 37 now. That's what I'm
left,
saying. When he left
United when he was 31.
That's young for a player. Like, these days, that's young.
Yeah, but Rooney was never fit.
Yeah, to be fair. But
Rooney was not a physical specimen the slightest.
To be fair, he was still a pure-blooded striker.
But that's what he was. He was a pure-blood striker who just kicked them all and very hard and went back in the net. I'm not saying he wasn't great. He was phenomenal. But, like, he wasn't... Like, you cannot compare Rooney to basically any player right now, physically.
You could compare him to Shaqiri.
Shaqiri would clown on him. See the size of Shaqiri.
Shaqiri would not clown on him.
Shaqiri's 31. Streets don't remember. Streets will never forget Shaqiri. Champions League winner Shaqiri. Champions League winner Shaqiri.
The streets won't remember. Exactly, boss. The streets won't remember.
The streets don't remember Champions League and Prem winning Shaqiri.
Joe Allen won a fucking Premier League and fucking goddamn Champions League, man. The streets are definitely going to forget that cunt.
No, he didn't.
God, man.
Joe Allen left in 2016.
He was in a Champions final, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. He left in 2016. No, he wasn't. Joe Allen won nothing. He was nowhere.
I thought Joe Allen.
Liverpool's Champions League final was in 18-19, and that's when they won it. 19-20 was the one they won the league. 17-18 was when they got to the final and lost.
I thought Joe Allen was in the squad at that stage.
No, he wasn't.
17. No, dear God. Never mind. Maybe Shaqiri needs more credit than I give him for.
Yeah, but Shaqiri is crucial. You sub him on and he gets a couple of goals and an assist.
Now, hold on a minute. Doesn't mean we compare Shaqiri. Right? We're not actually comparing Shaqiri to fucking the most prolific striker in the Premier League.
No, but I'm saying Rooney's not the most prolific striker in the Premier League.
I said one of.
Oh, okay. My question is, could...
We literally just called Aguero God. We literally just called Aguero
My point
God.
is, do you think... Alright, do you seriously think that Rooney could stand a chance against Shaqiri physically?
Rooney right now, no.
Like, Rooney at the age of 31 versus Shaqiri at the age of 31.
Skinhead Rooney.
Back
in the day.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about.
He used to be a US rapper. On the
I'm not talking about green. I'm not talking about green. I'm not talking about Green Street Rooney. Like, no one could contain that guy.
Green Street Rio Ferdinand. Hold on a minute. Fella looked like do you remember the two sons of the rapper in Skins, Giles brothers?
Yeah.
That's what Rio Ferdinand looked like in Green Street. He looked like one of them fuckers. He did. I want to try and find a photo of them there. They were.
I have it. I sent it to you. I sent it in the server there. Can't post goals and Rooney.
That's the lads one.
The boys. The squad rolls up. You better run.
The boys are
See,
here.
Rooney looks like he'll lock your skull in. That's because he would. I'm talking 31-year-old Rooney versus 31-year-old Shaqiri.
See, Rooney he's just fat.
And Shaqiri takes him. Shaqiri takes him. Aye.
Shit
Aye.
to admit, but
Bobby Firmino.
it's true. Bobby Firmino.
Bobby Dazzler.
He was a loyal servant to Liverpool. 8 years.
He was he Salah, Firmino, Mane will never be forgotten.
8 years at Liverpool, and
Signed by Brendan Rodgers, and Brendan Rodgers refused to play him. He will not be forgotten.
Brendan Rodgers leaving one of I'm not gonna say one of the greats. He was a great
An
striker.
iconic
Striker for Liverpool.
A striker who was crucial.
He perfected the no look finish.
Alright, can you take...
Fellow just razzled dazzled. No look so he finished.
He's the best false nine of all time.
Whoa.
Can you think of a better false nine?
Benzema.
Benzema's not a false nine the slightest. He's
Benzema's
a target
a
man.
False nine, man.
He's not.
You don't watch ball. You don't
watch ball if you think Benzema's a false nine.
Benzema is quite literally a false nine.
No, he's not.
Benzema is quite literally a false nine.
No, he's
Benzema
not.
is quite literally a false nine.
Benzema
Benzema is quite literally a false nine.
No.
Benzema false nine. Here we go. Get the shit.
Benzema was a false nine with Ronaldo, but he's not a false nine now. With Ronaldo, yes, he was a false nine. But now, with Vinny Jr. and Valverde, whoever's on the other side, he's not a false nine now. And I don't think...
Look up, is Benzema a false nine?
Yes, but then they just talk about Ronaldo and Bale. I'm talking right now, is Benzema a
false nine?
Is Benzema a false nine now? No, he's not a false nine now.
Bro, who is the most famous false nine? Never mind, it's fucking Australian national team. No. Alright. Who's the most famous false nine?
Leo Messi is not the most famous false nine. What's that for?
Leo Messi did play false nine.
Yes, but he's not the most famous false nine.
No. Yeah, he's not the most famous. To be fair, you look up more. Look, I do agree with you in saying Firmino is one of the best false nines.
Top three false nine.
Top three false. Of course, Firmino's got to be in there.
Yep.
Firmino's prolific. I gotta have Benny in there.
Alright, top two false nine. It's top one, and it's Bo Benzema and Firmino.
Bro.
Well, what about Muller? He played so much false nine.
Muller did play a lot of false nine.
Alright, Muller, Firmino, Benzema did it.
Yeah, you have to put Muller in there as well. You have to.
Yeah, alright, so where does Firmino go? He's out of contract. He's not going to be wanting crazy money. He'll want a decent amount of money, don't get me wrong.
Nah, he'll want decent. Bear money, he's still got a bit of fight left in him. As shown, like, you hear Firmino's leaving Liverpool, he bangs at a goal.
Yeah, Firmino's good. Like, he's never not been good.
He's one of them strikers, I feel like a lot of teams would be happy to have him.
Definitely. You want someone like him on your team.
And if anything, I don't see him staying in Prem. I don't.
No, he would never. Firmino.
No, he's not.
I see him going.
I see him going Serie A.
Yeah, I was going to say Milan, AC Milan, or Inter.
I don't.
If Lukaku's gone, who do Inter have striker?
If anything, I was going to say Napoli.
I guess
Osimhen leaves in the summer.
Yeah, but
Firmino.
they're two completely different players. Osimhen's a physical demon.
Osimhen is quite literally Akinfenwa if he was good.
Yeah, he's like Osimhen, but like stronger and quicker and like better at shooting and heading. He's a masked magician. Well, he's
Problem is, The only team who I think number one will have the funds after all this, will have the means to go on and actually play Champions League football and all that, is Napoli right now in Serie A, because Juventus are in the mud pretty much, and they won't sign any more strikers. They have Vlahovic, they have Moise Kean, they have
You know, he wouldn't go
Chiesa, they have. He's not going to go Juve. Roma don't have the funds right now, and they have Dybala,
No, Roma will never
and they
have
have
the
Tammy
funds.
Abraham.
It's Inter, Napoli, or some people are saying Atletico if João Felix goes.
Who's going to sign João Felix in the summer though? He's too much money.
Chelsea, bro. Chelsea just paid 125 for Enzo, the fella who had one good World Cup.
Enzo had a good World Cup.
Did anyone know who Enzo was before the World Cup? Did anyone know who Enzo was before the World Cup?
There's always one player who gets swooped up for big cash after every World Cup.
Yeah, oh, there obviously
look
is.
At James Rodriguez.
But James had a good career. I'm not saying he had the best career, but he had a good career.
He had a good career. He didn't have a great career. He had a good career. He's definitely one of them overhyped players. But yeah,
but
I
Enzo, but he was at Benfica for 17 games. So like not like he was Nunes. When Nunes was proved himself in Benfica. Enzo was there for 17 games.
He got swooped up by Chelsea. I still think
he got bought by Benfica in the summer. Literally a couple of months later, he's bought by Chelsea. Like, imagine being Enzo Fernandez. You're laughing.
I still think it's a travesty that Chelsea were spending that money on Enzo. I do think that.
It's a travesty that Chelsea. Man, I cannot wait for the FFP like thing in like 7 years about how Chelsea had Ted Bowley like just destroyed all the regulations.
I'm telling you now, Ted Bowley is not going to be a long-term owner of Chelsea. He's not. He's going to be gone in 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to sign all these players. He's going to run out of cash. He'll be gone. Like, he's not like the Saudi oil people here with Pep.
He'll get tired as well. He'll get annoyed of losing all his money.
Because he put too much
money into that team.
He put too much money into it. And he didn't actually choose players Potter wanted. Just chose big names after a while.
Modric,
he got
Enzo, João.
Modric, Enzo, João.
João's got a crazy money for a loan.
What was the point in getting Oba? What was the point? What was the point getting Sterling?
Sterling is a bit awful.
Sterling has done fuck all. Now, bear in mind, if Sterling was actually doing stuff, you think he was good. So, look, if Sterling
Bailey got shrubbed off by Everton striker Ellis Sims. Who the hell is Sims, and how did he just shrug off Kalu Bailey and just bang a goal?
Dear God.
Have you seen the goal?
No.
Oh my God, I'm gonna send you the in now. I have it on fucking speed dial. Check this. Look at Kalu Bailey getting absolutely destroyed by Ben Sims. The physical specimen Kalu Bailey gets absolutely dumpstered. Check that out.
God, if it wants to load. Here we go. Oh!
He got shrugged off.
Oh my God.
Shrugged off. Like it was nothing. And Chelsea are home.
Yeah, Bally got bullied.
He got out-whistled by Sims.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Sims took one donkey touch and just shouldered him out of the way.
He literally just said, I'm the biggest bird. Clown on Koulibaly. And it's crazy because Chelsea are willing to let go of such good players. For what? They let go of Tomori, the AC. AC. Where would they be without Tomori right now? Nowhere. Fella's literally holding up the defense.
Oh my God. Poland are losing 2-0.
Let go of Tammy Abraham. And Tammy Abraham's doing bits for Roma. Fucking Roma under Marino.
Bro, Poland are losing 2-0 and France is winning 2-0. What is going on?
Poland are winning?
Leopoldo losing 2-0. They get clowned on.
Oh dear lord.
It's
The Czech Republic have come in.
The Czech Republic are good. Poland they pulled a Poland. And France are beating Netherlands 2-0.
That's to be expected.
In 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes in, Owen. We're 10 minutes.
We're Poland down 2-0 in 10 minutes, bro.
And it's Griezmann and Upamecano.
Griezmann is a player who needs to leave Barca/Atletico. He needs to get out of there. He's too fucking good, man.
I think he's doing decent at Atletico.
Nah, man, come on. In the World Cup.
It's Griezmann. He'll never leave. He'll never leave.
In the World Cup, he was so good.
He'll never leave. Where's he going to go? He'll never leave.
Fella at Cam was too good, man. He's too good.
He'll never leave. He's 32, by the way.
Right. We need to continue on with the free agents.
Griezmann's 32.
Free agents here.
32.
Like I said earlier on, N'Golo Kante. Where does an injury-stricken N'Golo Kante go?
No idea. You better not go to Liverpool. That's how you better not go.
He's not going any top 8 team. He can't in the Prem. He can't. Who's going to take him? He's too... Chelsea ruined them. Fada is just compiling injuries at this stage.
I can see him being bought by United.
Nah, he is a broken vase, man. Anybody who buys them can expect leaks from the fucking
I have it.
Come on.
Bayern. He's such a Bayern signing. Bayern signing, he does nothing for a year and then he goes sicko for the next, not next year, but the 2 years after that, they laugh and they probably win the Champions League with him.
Honestly, I see Bayern as well. I see that. I see him going to Bayern, recovering there for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then popping up in like the final games of the Champions League. I see that.
How do you beat the midfield of Kimmich, Goretzka and Kante? How do you get through him?
Bear in mind, Kante's going to be out. He will be out for however long, like 6 months or whatever, just to recover.
He played 60. He just got an hour. He's got 60 minutes in training in a friendly now, so he's not doing that bad.
Still though, he's not. I don't think he's going to be the same. He needs time.
Oh, he needs a lot of time. Man.
He needs time. Bear in mind, he was completely fucked.
Yeah, he got rinsed.
Right.
Like his body just gave out.
And he doesn't have forever either. So I could see Bayern getting him for cheap.
Yeah.
Get him for cheap. Build him back up.
30 mil.
Yeah. I see
like
a
with
30 mil
Jorginho.
deal. Kind of like a Jorginho, yeah, I could see that. Or, honestly, you could see a swap deal coming. I don't know who Chelsea would take.
Choupo-Moting, oh my god.
Oh, dear God. Honestly, I see Chelsea getting Choupo-Moting for fucking Kante. I see that happening. And I see Bayern getting the biggest fucking dub.
Right, no, it's got to be someone like... it's got to be something weird, like Pavard. Or like the Daily Blind, who's at Bayern. He's going to like go to Chelsea.
Yeah, Daily Blaine's a fucking Bayern.
Something weird's going to happen.
Nah, man. I definitely see Blaine wouldn't play at Chelsea. No, I don't see that.
He played at United.
Played at United, didn't
For
he?
years.
I remember that. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
he's a cornerstone of Mourinho.
Fuck me.
He's there for 4 years.
I see
I
somebody like... Oh, I had his fucking name there for a while as well. And now I've forgotten ever since we started talking about fucking Blind. Fuck. Who was I thinking?
Is it a Bayern player?
Yeah, Bayern player. Yeah, of course. They're not going to fucking trade off Dortmund players here. Sule. I see Sule or something like that.
Wait, Sule already left to...
Oh, he left for Dortmund, didn't he?
Yeah, Sule's already gone.
Oh, dear God. They can't get Sule now. They're fucked.
It's got to be like, I don't know, some random centre-back Stanisic or like, I don't know. Or
It's definitely going to be some bollocks sub player.
it's going to be some...
And Chelsea would be like, we're happy to get anyone we can.
We can't be picky.
And N'Golo Kante will come back in like a year or two time after being fully rested, getting the Bayern special treatment. The goddamn whatever they're feeding them in fucking Munich. Like,
Yeah, they give him like I don't know. They give him the
Candice gonna come back a
goal.
bullet, man. He's gonna come back like a bullet. He's gonna get whatever Choupo-Moting was taken,
Yeah.
whatever Goretzka was taken to make him into a machine, and he's gonna come back and win the Champions League. It's gonna happen. When you come back, you probably win the Euros.
Alright, so where do you think Skriniar is gonna go? That's right, Skriniar is on.
Skriniar is moving. Yeah. I see Skriniar going Prem.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go Prem.
He's going.
He's
Prem.
28. He can still do another like solid 4 years.
Honestly,
And he's gonna be starting by the way because he's a great centre back. I have no idea where though.
honestly, I could see him going to Liverpool. I could. Hear me out now.
I wish I could, but that's not Liverpool signing. Liverpool don't buy players. Liverpool don't really buy established players like Skriniar.
I could see him being the big sign in Liverpool and need at the back.
Yeah, but they need.
Bear in mind,
they need a midfielder first.
Liverpool suffer so badly with fucking injuries in that CB role.
It's awful.
They do. Kanate
So
only coming back. Matip injured at the moment. Van Dijk on his last legs.
It's great.
They need someone. They need someone established, someone big in there
They do.
to fill the gaps and keep them going. Because Gomi can't do a shift. He can't.
No, he can't. No,
As much as Gomi's a fucking, he can't do a shift in there anymore. He can't. It's almost a risk putting him at right back. You can't put him in a centre back. You can't. So they need someone. They need someone there.
I'd love to get Skriniar, and on a free that'd be perfect for Liverpool, but I just don't see Liverpool getting him.
I don't know who else is gonna put in from though.
Any team,
Yet again,
any team, like
yet again,
United's got, like,
Chelsea.
who do United have at the back? Eric Ten Hag might want Skriniar.
He's not a United player. I don't see him going to United. Skriniar going to United. I don't see that.
I wouldn't see that either.
Not when they have Lisandro, they have Varane. I don't see him going to United because I feel like Ten Hag almost proofs his players before buying them. Think about Anthony. Think about Lisandro. Think about Casemiro. These are all players who Ten Hag knows.
Knows
And,
what?
knows. Well, bear in mind he played.
Anthony.
Yeah, he played with Lisandro. He played with Anthony at Ajax.
Anthony's a bit of a clown.
Anthony's a clown, but he still bombed, didn't he? Fuck does goddamn Baldy know about Skriniar? Let's be real here.
You know he's good.
Let's be real here. He'd get someone. I could see him putting in a bid for like Gravenberch from Bayern. That's what I see. An ex-Ajax player who isn't been given the time at his team right now, going to United. I could see that. Or
Skriniar could just go to PSG.
I don't see him going to PSG either.
Such a PSG signing though. Think of how many players like him just go to PSG. Like Icardi. No one thought Icardi was going to go to PSG, but he just goes.
I don't see him going to PSG. If anything, he just looks like another Bayern signing, doesn't he? Skriniar just screams Bayern.
But Bayern already they just got Delict. They have Upamecano. They have a lot of centre backs. They don't need.
They have Hernandez, Upamecano. They got.
Well, especially with Delict. Like if they didn't have Delict, they probably would. But without Delict, no.
Either that or I don't see him going Real. I don't see him going Real. I don't see him going La Liga in general.
No.
Barca can't have him. Real won't. Atleti are. They don't have the funds. Arsenal. It would be a great signing for Arsenal.
It would be a statement after winning the Prem.
It'd be a great signing. They get Skriniar and they have Saliba at the back.
Yeah, like to make
That's nice,
to
actually.
solidify that back line. And he'd go if they won the Prem.
Yeah, that would be big. And it'd be Champions League ball.
Yeah.
Premier League football. New exciting club. New exciting manager.
The fans would love it.
The fans would love it.
Arsenal fan TV would go mental.
Oh, I just don't see him in a red shirt. Like, I don't see him in.
Liverpool has a red shirt.
No, I mean I don't see him in a red shirt as in like the Gunners shirt. I don't see him in a red shirt. I don't see him playing for the Gunners. Just
We'll see.
you know how you look at a player and you think, oh, he looks like a United player. He looks like a Liverpool player. He looks like a Chelsea player. Like João Felix looks like a Chelsea player.
He does.
He just screams
Skriniar,
Chelsea.
he doesn't even look like a prime player.
Could this be another like Serie A curse? Could this be another player who looks too good in his own league?
But he's
And
great at
then as soon as he
international.
moves out,
International, I still think
yeah,
Skriniar's a beast.
he is sick at international.
He'll clown on Poland. Like he just clown on him.
Right, we need to think about
Aye.
other free agents. Benzema's free agent at the end of
Contract
summer.
extension, 100%.
Contract extension. Yeah, problem is he's 35. How many years do you think he's gonna get? Well, I'm guessing 2.
Yeah,
I'm
2,
guessing
and then he
2 a year.
retires. I don't think he's going to go anywhere after Real.
I think he's already cemented his legacy at Real. I don't see him going anywhere else.
I think he's
I don't see
retires.
I don't see Saudi teams going in from as well.
No.
Bear in mind, he has his Ballon d'Or, but he's not Messi or Ronaldo. He's not GOAT status.
Ronaldo and Messi. Oh, sorry, Ronaldo and Benzema team up once again.
Oh my god, and Al Nassr. They get Bale from retirement. They promise Bale all the golf courses in Saudi Arabia if he moves to Al Nassr. BBC formed again. Dear God. Now that's the real news. You could see Messi, Neymar swear. You could definitely see something like that happen. Honestly.
So, couple more. We have a couple more interesting ones. I'm just gonna. These are gonna be quick fire ones, okay? Tielemans, Rabiot, Zaha.
Tielemans. He's staying in Prem. Top team in Prem. Arsenal would be a great.
I'd love him to go to Liverpool, but I don't think he will.
He'd be a great signing for Liverpool as well. He'd actually be the perfect signing for Liverpool right now. I think I told you that before. I was like,
Yeah, no, he was linked to Liverpool very heavily 2 years ago, but it just kind of like vanished. Before Thiago came in, and when Tielemans started popping off, people were like, "Oh, Tielemans." And then Thiago came, and then it kind of like died down a bit.
Honestly, the good ending is Arsenal and Liverpool. The bad ending is Chelsea or City.
The bad ending is Spurs, man.
No,
Leicester to Spurs. Well, Hodgberg, he definitely go to Spurs.
I don't want to see Tielemans at Spurs. I didn't even consider Spurs, man. I didn't even consider them.
Think about it. Because Spurs need to buy a player. Spurs need to buy someone for Kane and Son to stay. For a manager to come. And so they're going to buy someone like Tielemans. You got to buy someone like...
They need someone to lock up the centre. Yeah. That's what they need. If anything, I could see Spurs buying Kante. Gross. Gross.
I got it. Rabiot goes to Spurs.
Problem is, Rabiot's man is fucking mental.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
Rabiot's man in London? I don't know, man. I don't see Rabiot going Prem.
He's going back to PSG.
I don't see him going back to PSG.
Or like Lyon or Marseille.
He definitely looks like a Marseille player. He screams Marseille, actually. I'd see him going somewhere in France or Italy.
Yeah.
I don't see him going to Liga. Unless it's Barca. That's it.
Yeah, a real quite important question. Wilfried Zaha, the guy who the Palace legend who could have like gone to a top club but didn't.
No, he did go to a top club.
Well, he went to United for like a season.
United for a season.
Two seasons. He played 2 games.
He was Ferguson's final wonder kid.
But he should have went somewhere.
Failed signing.
2018, Zaha should have went somewhere. Or 2017.
He's been a faithful servant of Crystal Palace.
What's Crystal Palace, man?
He was a faithful servant, and he's definitely moving in the summer. Question is to where, and that is honestly a good question. I don't see any. I don't think he's gonna stay Prem. Spurs? Not after the career he's had. No, I don't see him staying.
I would think it'd be very cool if he went to Roma. I don't think he will, but I think it'd be. I think him, Abraham, Dybala.
It's a very cool signing, but I don't see it happen.
No, I think like Milan or something like that. AC Milan.
Yeah.
If Leao goes, is that how it comes?
If Leao goes, I could see that. I could definitely see that actually.
I could also see him going to Bayern just because he wants to win a trophy. And Bayern like taking players like Zaha, like Choupo-Moting, Zaha.
See him go Bayern. take a seat in the bench.
Yeah, it's kind of chilling there.
I could see that as well. Playing league games. Playing league games, maybe come on in a couple Champions League matches.
Couple of like DFB Pokal games.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, and then he gets his medals.
Yeah, I think he'd be happy with that.
He gets his awards.
He gets a nice paycheck as well.
He plays there for 5 years and then moves off. I could definitely see that. Actually.
Yeah, a happy ending.
I bear in mind he's already had a prolific career with Crystal Palace. Nobody can say otherwise. Nobody can say otherwise.
Well, you want something like that. How you'd want more from him, though.
You would, yeah, because he's a great player. He's just held back at Crystal Palace. That was always the case. Like he held the team on his back.
Yeah.
So, a Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit right for him, but I don't think
Bayern or PSG. PSG love if Neymar.
I could definitely see PSG going in from. He's not a PSG player, but I could definitely see them going in if they're willing to. If they're willing to take Hakim Ziyech of Chelsea.
Yeah, but he refused to take him if they failed his paperwork.
I still can't believe that happened.
That's so
disgraceful, man. Failed to failed to file it on time. I
yeah, and then but they were told like 2 times to redo it, and they failed it 2 more times.
So they were just stalling. They were waiting for a better deal, I'd say, and just ran out the clock. That's rough on Ziyech, man.
Oh yeah, right. he isn't playing anymore. He can't. He's not registered. He can't play.
Yeah, he's done.
He's actually fucked.
He's definitely a Chinese Super League player. I'd definitely see him fucking off after this. Never come back.
He has to. These players will. There's like Gundogan. He's definitely going to resign. Asensio, he's going to resign. Kraus, he's going to resign.
Actually, Asensio, Real Madrid.
You would not go from Real. Yeah, Asensio, but like he's probably just going to be.
Could you see him? I could see him move now. I could see him move now. I don't know where, but I could definitely see him move. You know what? Honestly, he looks like a Chelsea.
Yeah,
he'd go Chelsea for a bit of money now.
Yeah, I could see him
I could see him going Chelsea for a bit of money now. He definitely looks like a Chelsea.
Yeah, similar to Ziyech, like the way Ziyech went over. Damn, the baby on the pod.
Yeah, baby on the pod. Look, give me 1 second. I'll make sure I transition rooms. You talk about the next players coming up.
So, this player is a player I'm not exactly familiar with. I'm just looking at the list and they're saying that this guy's hot shit. And obviously, hot shit you really have to take it with granted. But it's this guy called Indica, centre back for Frankfurt. His contract's running out and everyone's saying he's going to Liverpool. I wish. I don't know. I'd love it if he went. Maybe he will. You never know. Overall, we kind of talked about most of them. I'll check out a couple more.
Anika is a baller, man. He is a baller.
Yeah.
Trust me. For Frankfurt, yeah, he's the whole reason they got so far last year. He's the whole reason they won Europa. That guy is a baller, man. Trust me.
I hope he goes to Liverpool.
If he goes to Liverpool, that's the good ending.
I think he's got to go to Newcastle.
I could see him go to Newcastle.
Newcastle throw 50 mil at him when he's there.
Yeah.
Like they pay before his contract runs out.
Newcastle won't utilise him. That's the problem with Newcastle. They have players. They just don't have great players. I don't know how they're still going. Like,
well, they're going because they time waste. Like they play every game to win it like 1-0.
A Marino classic.
It's a Mourinho classic, except they don't defend. They just time waste. Like Mourinho counter-attack perfectly. But look, I'm going to read their last fixtures. 0-0 Palace, 1-0 Southampton, win. 2-1 Southampton, win. 1-1 West Ham, 1-1 Bournemouth. Lost 2-0 to Liverpool. Lost 2-0 to United. Lost 2-0 to City. 2-1 win to Wolves. 2-1 win against Nottingham Forest. Every single game they scrape it. Because they keep it low scoring. Because that's how they like. Even the games they win. 1-0 Chelsea. 1-0 Fulham. 0-0 Leeds. 1-0 Bournemouth.
I hate the fact it's just tiny results. Like, you think a top 4 team would be doing somewhat well, or if not wiping the bottom league teams, but they're scraping fucking nil holds.
Yeah,
Scraping 2-1s, scraping 1-0s.
I mean, that's the plan. That's the plan. The bottom teams are dangerous. Well, Liverpool got clowned on by Bournemouth.
They did, to be fair.
After they clowned on United and then 1-0 to Bournemouth. Like
1-0 to Bournemouth. Disgraceful behavior, boss. Disgraceful. Now, Liverpool are definitely a team. They just need bodies. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's why Liverpool are suffering. They just need bodies.
They do.
So I definitely see them having a big transfer window this
But
summer.
it's Liverpool. Liverpool never had a big transfer. No, they hate buying players.
They need it. They need it.
They need it.
They need it. Bear in mind, when Jurgen Klopp came in, they had the great refresh.
Yes, but the
Do you
great
remember-
refresh
do you remember that
took like
summer?
3 years.
They had the great refresh. They need another, man.
But
The team's getting old.
I
They
don't
need
even
a
realize how
refresh.
many years Klopp, like just kind of like Klopp, but Klopp bought so many players, but it's over such a long time.
Bear in mind, though. Bear in mind. Klopp was also going off the money of owners who were halfway at the door.
But look, I'm going to read you out the 2016 signings of summer, yeah? Combined, it's not even 70 mil. And it was Wijnaldum, Matip, Karius, Mane, and a couple of young people. And Ragnar Klavan. God bless his soul. The streets will never forget Ragnar Klavan. Ragnar the Red, baby. The defender who would he'd do no-look dribbles. He created
the timeless classic, the no-look dribble.
What he did was they'd pass it to him and he'd go and take a touch and then he'd let it go between his legs and then run after the ball. Oh god. And then next year he got Salah and Robbo and Ox. Well, Robbo was cheap as shit. Ox was for Arsenal. Salah was a big signing. The next year it was Van Dijk, Keita, Shaq. And then it took a long time. It's not like they just the one season they decided to buy 5 players. And the longer it goes on, the less players.
I'll give you that one. It took a long time, but you're also going off the fact that Liverpool weren't almost in the mud, but they were
in the mud.
Like the team needed a change, and they
awful.
didn't have the.
I mean, look,
funds
this
or
team
means to
doesn't
do
need
so.
that many players. This team only
Liverpool,
needs 2,
they've been
3.
saving, they've been scrounging their fucking pennies for so long, man. They need something. The time is now.
Time is now.
The summer, the time is now. If they want to stay, I would arguably say top 3 team in Europe.
Yeah.
They need signings.
Yeah.
They need players. They need A-listers here. Gomi's not an A-lister. Gomi's not an A-lister. Ox isn't an A-lister.
No.
I hate to say it, the youngsters they're bringing up. Barsic is an A-lister. But Harvey Elliott isn't an A-lister.
He's good, but
He's
Harvey Elliott.
He's not,
my
he's
point
not an
is-
A-lister though.
Yes.
You don't play Harvey Elliott in a top 3 team in Europe.
No,
You don't.
The thing about Harvey Elliott is he's good, but in 5 years he'll reach his he'll be great in 3-4 years. But we don't need someone great in 4 years. We need someone now.
He's definitely going to be one of the players. He needs to mature, of course.
Yeah.
You need to build up the experience on him. You need to build up the XP in order to unlock better Harvey Elliott. I understand that, but they're bringing him on in big games. They're bringing him on in huge, monumental games, and you're thinking this is where you need someone to clutch up.
Yeah.
You're bringing on fucking
He's
Harvey
gotten great
Elliott.
experience, but we just need someone else. We need more.
Like they need big CMs. They need somebody.
We need
to cover
another
up.
Fabinho type signing, man. Fabinho was perfect when he got him. One league on with Monaco dominating midfield destroyer. I'm not saying we need a DM. I'm just saying we need a Fabinho player.
Player.
Yeah. We need Fabinho. I'm not saying we need a Van Dijk, but I think Fabinho, that level that he's great and he's gonna perform. He comes in and instantly. Fabinho comes in, the midfield is rock solid for the next 4 years. It doesn't come close. Comes
Honestly,
in, instant Champions League. Next year, instant Premier League.
You need. I hate to say, Casemiro was a great signing for United. They need someone similar to Casemiro.
Casemiro's too old.
Casemiro's too old, but he's a good signing for United.
He's a great. He's a phenomenal.
He came in.
He's a phenomenal.
And he started clutching up.
He's a phenomenal signing. He's phenomenal for United, but Liverpool don't need. Casemiro is just Fabinho. Like, we don't need another DM.
That's what I'm saying. They don't need
Yeah.
someone like Casemiro. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they need a signing like Casemiro.
Oh, yeah,
They need someone to come in, almost instant impact, clutch up in the midfield, get the ball moving, get the ball rolling, start banging.
I think they just
again.
need
That's
someone.
what they need.
I think they need someone like when they got Diaz back then, last year.
Nah.
They need
What
someone.
Liverpool need is a box to box.
Yeah, they need someone that can run. Someone that can run the 90 week in, week out.
Because Hendo's gone.
Yeah,
Hendo's
gone, and the problem is Hendo's when Hendo's at his peak. It wasn't because he could pass great, even though he could. It wasn't because he could put a cross it or he could get stuck in and kick people. It was because he'd keep the people going and he would cover Trent's mistakes. That's what he did. He made sure Trent doesn't do anything stupid, that Trent's in position, and if Trent does anything stupid, he collects the ball or he gets a yellow. That's what Hendo did. But he's too slow now to catch up people. He just can't do it anymore. He can't play week in, week out. We need someone that can cover Trent's weaknesses.
What they need is, honestly, if I was gonna name one or two dream signings for Liverpool right now, just off the top of my head, I don't think they're ever gonna get one of these players. By the way, I don't think they're ever gonna get one of these players. Valverde, number one. They'll never get him. But he is a perfect Liverpool player.
I would say Ruben
box
Neves.
to box. No, box to box, covers the right hand side, can attack, can defend. Valverde can literally play anywhere. You can play him right wing and he does a job. You can play him centre mid, he does an amazing job. You play him right back, he's world class. He's world class in 3 positions. That's what Liverpool need. They need a versatile player like that who can cover that right hand side. Allow Trent to go forward if he wants. Valverde can sit back and right back. Let Trent sit back, or if Trent's injured, Gomes playing on that right hand side. You have someone to cover. You have someone to cover up for Gomes' mistakes and to push forward on that right hand side. That's what you need. Or you got Salah on that right. Valverde can pick passes.
I was going to say, Valverde's great, but I don't think Liverpool are going to get him. But when he came, this guy was Liverpool's number one. And Ruben Neves, man. Ruben Neves would be perfect. Can pass like a beast, can defend well, can chill, can dictate tempo, never gets tired, always passionate, can crack a long one. Liverpool have lost. Liverpool needed another guy to crack a long one. They've had too many times where Liverpool are on the edge of the box and there's no threat. Like, I've seen too many games where the enemy are on the edge of the box and you're like, oh my god, like, they got to crack one. It's looking shaky. But then Liverpool's on the edge of the box and they're passing around and don't know what to do. Trent can't get in position. Fabinho has lost his long shooting. Hendo can't shoot from long anymore. And it's like, who do you give it to? Well, you have to try and work it in somehow. But you get Neves on it, man. Neves would be my dream signing.
I'm going to hit you with a realistic signing right now. Realistic signing?
Yeah.
For Liverpool? CM. Box to box. Set piece specialist. Can pick a pass, and we'll do a shift at the back. Get James Ward-Prowse in that team, baby.
No.
Get him in.
No.
Get him in that fucking team, man. Get him in. He's like a better Hendo.
No.
He's a better Hendo, man. He's playing at Southampton. Southampton are going down. James Ward-Prowse is too good to stay at Southampton and go back to Championship. He's too good.
Look,
He's a perfect interlink player for Liverpool.
I would say he does.
If Thiago is injured, you could just throw Ward-Prowse in for 2 weeks until Thiago gets back.
Yeah, he's like Ox. Like you just throw Ox in when
Bear in mind, they're playing fucking Ox. They're playing Ox at the moment. Would you not rather have Ward-Prowse in that position?
I would any day. Ward-Prowse would. Yeah,
that's a realistic signing. That's a 20, maybe 25 mil signing.
See, but Liverpool aren't going to buy
one.
I don't think Ward-Prowse is ever going to leave Southampton.
No, I'm telling you, if he's too good to go back to Championship, he's too good.
I don't think he's gonna leave.
I could definitely see him leave. 100%. 100%. I think he's too good to stay at Southampton. I think if Southampton are going down, and Liverpool wave off a little bit of money, you'll live.
Look, I wouldn't mind James Ward-Prowse, but He's
There you
not
go.
I don't think he's the solution. He's
No,
a
he's not a
stopgap measure. He's a stopgap measure.
He's not a solution. No, definitely not. Because bear in mind, they need to wait another year or two before they can get Jude.
Jude's not
He's the
coming.
end
Jude's
goal.
not coming.
Jude is the end goal. Jude is
Jude's
the
not
end goal
coming.
for Poole.
Jude is a bullshit thing that's never going to happen. Jude's going to go to Real. Or Jude's going to go to any team that splash cash, which Liverpool won't. Jude's not coming. And it'd be ridiculous if Liverpool
You have
declined
to
other
admit,
players just for Jude.
Jude is the end goal. Jude
Is the end goal, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Liverpool will never get Jude. They just won't. It's not a that's not what Liverpool just wouldn't. I'd love it if Jude came, but he won't.
Right. City now. We gotta talk about City.
City need a fullback.
City need fullbacks.
Cancelo's gone,
100%.
and Kyle Walker's getting a lot older. Obviously, Kyle Walker can still do the business, but they need fullbacks. They need people down those fullbacks to be able to do it the way Kyle Walker used to do it.
See,
And they lost Zinchenko.
That was the biggest loss.
Yeah.
Biggest loss for City. Pep never gave him a chance. He left, and he's doing beast at Arsenal now. He's doing beast. Put it simply. You can't get him back anymore. He won't move. Yeah. Cancelo, he's definitely going to step. It's going to happen. Problem is, City now need two. I think they need two fullback signings, to be honest. Because Kyle Walker's got, I'd say, 2 more seasons left in him before he starts, slowing down. So you need a left back, good quality left back. And I don't think anyone coming up right now is going to be able to cover the boots.
I think.
If I was gonna
go ahead.
If I was gonna say left back signing right now, who'd be ideal for City. He hasn't had much Prem experience.
There aren't many fullbacks around right now, by the way.
He hasn't had much Prem experience, but I could definitely see him playing at City. Definitely see him playing at City. Is either Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez, I could see him playing at City, man. I could see him in blue. I could see them drop 80 mil, get Theo Hernandez off AC. I could see it happen.
Oh shit, AC Milan, Theo Hernandez. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is a City signing. Just blow cash on Hernandez.
Blow cash, Theo Hernandez, left back, new City signing. I could see that happening in the summer. I could.
I think
especially if they're trying to keep Leao. If AC are trying to keep Leao, they have to get rid of someone. I feel like they'll just get rid of Leao.
I think City lost a lot of their weight when they got rid of Sterling and Zinchenko and Jesus. They lost the runners. They lost the people that can do the moves. Because City is total football. Anyone should go anywhere, and the plays just happen magically because the players are so interlinked. But Haaland's static. He's not moving. So, and you got Grealish and Mahrez, but they needed Sterling. They needed Zinchenko. They needed Jesus. And with Cancelo gone, they're just looking a bit stiff. And, Bernardo Silva is just getting older. And it's like, you can tell he wants to leave as well. So,
Bernardo's definitely leaving in the summer. He definitely is.
If Bernardo leaves, they need like agile dribblers that can go wide and can put a cross in. And
the problem is they need to pass the Pep test first. That's number one. And the Pep test is always, have they played well against Pep?
The Pep test is, does Pep like you?
Yeah, no. The Pep test is, have they played well against you? That's literally
the Pep test is whatever Pep wants it to be.
To be honest, Pep gets what he wants.
Pep's like, Nat Phillips, he's the guy. He's the future.
Problem is, City they have so many fucking players. City have so many players right now. I can't even think of who'd actually be a decent signing for City.
They can't get anyone. They have like 5 centre backs.
Mahrez when he comes on, plays beast. He'd score or get an assist or something. Grealish, I don't know why he keeps on playing Grealish. Bear in mind, we're not even talking about arguably one of England's best youngsters.
He doesn't play Foden. He refuses to play Foden.
He refuses to play Foden right now.
That's why they're not doing good. If they played Foden every game, they'd be top of the league.
Foden at the start of the season with Haaland was like an unstoppable duo. People forgot about De Bruyne for a while. De Bruyne is so fucking good, man. De Bruyne is so fucking good. People forgot about De Bruyne because Foden and Haaland were taking the cake.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll lay out this squad and what they need to do. So look, back line, they have Diaz, Laporte, Ake, Akanji. They have a ton of centre backs. They're grand there for years. Kyle
They have
Walker,
Stones as well.
yeah, Kyle Walker is the only right back, and obviously they're playing Akanji left back now, but they have no one. They have no one right or left back. Kyle Walker's 32. He can still do it for another 2 years. So if they really want, they don't need a right back, but they need a left back dire. So Theo Hernandez. Midfield, you got KDB, Gundogan, Rodri, Silva, and that's basically it. Calvin Phillips and some youngster.
No, you can't play Calvin Phillips.
No,
You can't.
he's off.
No,
Bernardo
Calvin
Silva's
Phillips.
gone, and the problem with KDB, Gundogan, and Rodri is you can't play all three of them because they're way too slow, and then none of them are agile. Obviously, KDB's a demon. Gundogan is probably one of the most reliable centre backs of all time, and Rodri is a stalwart midfielder. But they're too slow if you play all three of them at the same time.
No, you need someone
blocky.
with a bit of zip. You need someone with a bit of pace. Someone with a bit of
That's why they
movement,
needed
agility.
Sterling. That's why they needed like Jesus and Zinchenko.
No, they need someone in that CM to cover.
Yeah, but
up.
yeah, they need another Bernardo Silva. They need Bernardo Silva. They need Bernardo Silva to stay. Well, he's not going to stay.
If anything,
Gavi.
I was gonna say either Gavi or Pedri, but yeah, I could definitely
If
see
Gavi's going, he's that perfect type player. He's that perfect type player.
ex-Barca player
Pablo Martin
Zippy
Paez Gavira.
zippy, young, energetic CM coming into a team which plays total possession football. Gavi would shine, but he's not a City signing.
How is he not a City signing?
I don't see him going City.
Where did
I
you
see.
that?
Honestly, I'm going to tell you this right now. You can hear this from me first. Chelsea, 230 mil.
Oh no.
Chelsea
Bought like 5 midfielders. They cannot buy another one.
I'm telling you now, man. As soon as Ted Bowley hears word that Gavi is leaving Barcelona, see, Man City, they got the money. They can splash cash, but they also got dignity and respect. They're not going to throw 200 mil at a player. Chelsea, on the other hand, they have no holding back.
But Gavi's being forced to leave. The Barca aren't going to
Yeah.
ask for 200 mil because they can't. Because he deal can't
but
play him.
Chelsea are just going to give it. It's going to be like an auction. Chelsea will give it. Like
Yeah,
Modric.
but
Modric.
think about it. Think about Gakpo. Gakpo was 35 for Liverpool, but United gave him 35. They said, no, we need 45 or 50 for Gakpo. He came to Liverpool for less.
That's because United said fuck off, and they started like shaking a little bit, like oh.
Well, no, United were like, shit.
Fuck off.
Fuck,
United,
we're going to have to play 45 million.
yeah.
But United were going to do it. United were going to do it.
Yet again, Modric has. You can look this up right now. Modric went on interviews and all that saying he wants to play with Zinchenko and the Gunners. He wants to play for Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
And Chelsea, cha-ching. Oh, he wants to come to London? Let's see him go to the good side of London. They splashed the cash and he went to Stamford Bridge. They threw an extra 40 on top. Arsenal were going to get him for 60. They threw 40 on top and gone for £100 million. Do you not see them doing that for Gavi, who's already a world-renowned youngster? Like, he is next up. He is like...
I don't see him. I don't see Gavi going to Chelsea. I just can't. I can't. You said you can't see players. I can't see Gavi in Chelsea blue. I can't.
I can
see him at Stamford Bridge.
Painfully. I'd love to see him at City, but painfully, I see him in Chelsea blue. I see him in the London
see him
blue.
wearing the badge. I can't see him wearing the big tree. I can't see him there.
I just don't see him in cities like blue. I don't. I'd love to see him there, and if he went there, it'd be good at him because he playing the Pep. He is one of the most prestigious managers in Prem history. Pep is. He is
One of the best managers of all time.
arguably one of the best managers of all time. For Gavi to be playing under a manager like that, he's gonna shine. Think of any player, any big signing for Pep the past few years, bar like the fucking fodder, like Grealish, like Grealish and Calvin Phillips. Think of any players who are actually given opportunities. They fucking shone under Pep. Messi's a prime Messi. Pep was there. Prime KDB. Pep was there.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Gavi. I think it's gonna be Gavi, man. I see Gavi.
It's the good ending, but yet again, I see.
I
But
can't.
all the FFP business, I don't see them throwing 130, 140 mil at Gavi.
I don't think it's
I
gonna be
don't-
that much though. But look, listen. I don't think Barca.
I know Barca need to get rid of him. But like I said, it's going to be an auction. It's going to be an auction for this Gavi flyer. He's too good, man. It's not like the Gakpo situation where there was a couple clubs sniffing around, but 45 mil's a bit much now. Well, hold on a minute. He's playing the Eredivisie. Say, oh, look, he can't be that good. It's not going to be like that. This is Gavi we're talking about here. He has been defined in every single newspaper as the next one up. He is the next superstar.
And you think the next superstar is going to Chelsea?
For the money.
I don't. I think in life, I believe. I'm gonna stand true. I believe Gavi won't go to Chelsea, and I don't think he'll do it for the money.
I'm a cynical asshole. I just feel like
Gavi is my height. He's 1.73. He's 70 kilos, so he's just a bit heavier than me. I'm calling my Spanish brother, and I'm telling him he's not going to Chelsea.
I'm telling you now, man.
My younger Spanish brother.
I just don't see this guy going anywhere other than look, all the FFP business right now. I don't see City making a grand whopping 120, 130 million. I know you said it's not going to be that much.
It's not.
Think about it though. It's not. Fella's next up.
Spanish players never go for big money. Spanish players never go for big money.
Morata goes, but he goes for 40 mil every time.
Morata is
You can add all the times Morata's left the fucking club for 40 mil together. It would come up to around 200 mil, man.
Yeah, but Morata would no one ever pay for 100 mil for Morata. That's different. It's never in one. Morata's a journeyman. He's been to like 20 different clubs.
Chelsea right now would pay 100 mil for Morata. That's the terrifying thing. They would. They would. You can't trust Ted Bowley. You can't trust them.
The guy's a man.
The fella would actually pay 70 mil for Morata right now. He would. You'd see like Morata highlights at Chelsea or something like that. You'd be like, dear God, we gotta get this guy back on the plane.
When did we
Please come back to London. Please come back to London.
I have a final person to ask before we can slowly wrap this up. Where is Mason Mount going?
Oh,
and why is it Liverpool?
Mason Mount is probably the most overrated English youngster right now. Fella is dreadfully overrated, man. Fuck me.
So
the fact he still plays in that England side is... I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore.
I'm scared. I think it's going to be Liverpool, and I'm scared.
I watched the England-Italy game last night. I watched the England-Italy game.
Yeah.
Mount and Calvin Phillips were playing. Foden wasn't.
They would in the end.
Foden came on for 5 minutes and was subbed off when Luke Shaw got sent off. What the fuck, man? Foden's one of the best English youngsters, and they got Calvin Phillips on the pitch. Calvin Phillips, I can send you photos right now. Calvin Phillips, he must have been on the elf bars or something.
Mount didn't play.
Didn't play?
It was Rice. It was Declan Rice and Phillips. And
it was Declan Rice.
Declan Rice is good though.
He's not good, man.
What?
He's another. That's
because he plays at West Ham. That's because he's a good player when he played for Moyes.
Playing for Moyes.
He's putting a shift in under David Moyes.
He ain't chosen, huh? Fucking hell, man.
You just say that because he played for Ireland and now he's not playing for Ireland. If he played for Ireland, you'd say he's the best player in the world.
This guy is too fucking good. This Rice guy, dear God. I'm telling you now, Mount extremely overrated by Chelsea fans and by English people. and
I
I see him going. I see him getting out of Prem.
I don't.
I
I don't.
want him out of
I
Prem.
don't see me leaving the Prem. Look, I'm telling you right now.
Where
I
is he gonna
see
go?
Liverpool. Everything's saying Liverpool, man. And I'm not saying I want him. I'm just saying I think that's where they're gonna go. Because he's not gonna be much money. Because he wants to leave, and Chelsea will sell people for not much. Liverpool don't want to spend much, and he runs, and he's English. And Hendo's gone. They need English players because they need homegrown players if they're gonna try and get Gomi Ox. That's it. Ox is gone. Ox is homegrown. They need English players to fill the
Yeah,
quota.
you almost snubbed your nose on my word prowess. You almost snubbed your nose on my word prowess, and you're telling me Mount's the move.
I'm not saying he's the
Mount
move.
is the move.
I'm not saying he's the move.
Mount is the
I'm
move.
not saying. I'm not saying.
Hold on a
I'm not saying
fucking
he's the
minute.
move. I'm not saying he's the
Hold
move.
the
But I am not saying Mount's the move.
You're fucking horses.
I'm not saying Mount's the move.
Whoa.
I'm not
Whoa
saying.
there, Nelly.
I'm not saying Mount's the move.
Mount.
I'm not saying.
Mount is only.
I'm not
Mason's
saying.
the move.
I'm not. Look. I'm
Oh,
not
you heard it
saying.
here
I'm
first.
not saying.
Here we go.
I'm not saying Mount's the move, but I think
But there's no fucking but.
there is.
Mount is the move.
It doesn't matter what. It doesn't
Mount is
matter what the
move.
move is. FSG is gonna do whatever the fuck he wants, and
I'm
he's
gonna
not.
pull the pog face. I'm literally gonna pull the pog face. If Mount goes to Liverpool and he actually plays, I will pull the pog face. No, the worst thing is I could see it happening, but you know what I see happening even more? I see Chelsea, Man City playing against each other, Mount scoring a goal, and City signing him. That's what I see. Terrified, man.
I
Like,
think.
washed, overrated English players. That sounds like Pep.
I mean,
That sounds like-
Mount to see would be better. The thing about Mount is, I think Mount's like Timo Werner. He's a good player who could be a great player under the right manager with the right players. Timo Werner was a beast, but he went to Chelsea and Timo Werner's a false nine at his core. And false nines cannot play well if the team is bad. That's the whole point. Timo Werner could have been great as Firmino replacement. I fully believe that. But he went to Chelsea and he's that thing. And I'm not saying we need Werner. I'm just saying that's how it is. Mount, if he goes to City, he plays with Pep, he plays with KDB, he starts running. I think Mount can do it, man. But I don't think he can do it in Chelsea. And I don't think he can do it in any club other than Pep. I think only Pep, Klopp, and Ancelotti can make Mount good. And Tuchel, not Tuchel. And Tuchel at Bayern. I can see him going to Bayern with Tuchel.
Oh, I could see it happening.
Back with his own money.
I could see it happening too, and we can actually see him start playing well.
Yeah.
Dear
I think
God,
Mount will
I could
play
see
well.
that happening.
Mount plays well if he's with a good manager and he's along good teammates. He'll never play well. He'll never play well for the England team because, I don't know, England sucks. They don't have cohesion. He needs a team where everyone trusts each other and everyone
God,
knows
I
each other
could
inside out.
actually see this. I could actually see him going to Bayern. Oh, I could actually see him going to Bayern right now. I could see him going to Tuchel. That's scary. Yeah, I got a glimpse of him there in a Bayern Munich kit.
Mount. I got a glimpse of Mount. My God.
I got a glimpse of Mount. I'm gonna get sick. Dear God, you see his ratty face plastered all over German media.
I would say so ratty face. In comparison to Bruno Fernandes.
No. He definitely has a bit of a rat. He looks like the rat from Flushed Away, man. Mount looks like the rat from
He looks
Flushed
more
Away.
like Guetta too. You know?
No, man, he looks like the rat from Flushed Away. Mount does. Look at Mount. You see Mount in a suit, he looks like the rat, man.
I mean, look, I'll send you
He
this
looks
picture.
like a
I'll send you
rat.
this picture. You just look at it, ratty, the picture I sent.
Yeah, he looks like the fucking rat from Flushed Away. I swear to God, man. This guy. I'm telling you now, this motherfucker.
Yeah, but you can't say that he's like Bruno Fernandes is though. So I just saw something very funny.
No. Look at this. Look at the photo I sent in right now. Look at that photo. It's literally him.
Oh, wait, what about this guy? Look at the teeth and the ears.
Oh no. Bruno Fernandes. Don't get me wrong. He looks like a rat. He looks like, you know, if there's ever a movie with like rats as the bad guy, that's what Bruno Fernandes
Yeah,
looks like.
he's the bad one.
He's definitely the bad fucking rat. I'm telling you, Hugh Jackman played Roddy from Flushed Away.
What? What?
No fucking way. No way, man. Wait a minute.
I don't know who anyone is in Flushed Away, so I'm confused.
Oh my
We're gonna need to start wrapping this up because this.
Yeah, we need to start wrapping this up. I'm
pod's
gonna
never gonna
stop
end.
focusing on Flushed Away right now.
Yeah.
Still what? Anyway, predictions for the Champions League final to end the footy pod. What are we saying?
Bayern wins.
Just name the team.
Bayern, Napoli, Bayern win.
I see Napoli getting finals. I want Napoli to win, but I see Bayern winning. That's just how it is. Or see Real going a double. I could.
No.
Real with the double.
No.
You don't see it.
How's your
You
double-
don't see. You don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
City aren't going through. It's just
No, it's fact of life.
City aren't going through. They're just no. They're just no.
City.
Pep won't allow it, man. He wants them signings in the summer. He won't allow it. City will not go through. I want to see them win.
You'll never
So then
win.
Pep is
You'll
considered
never-
like the
you'll never
ultimate manager.
You'll never see City in the Prem in the next 5 years. Oh,
Prem?
Sorry, the Champions
Prem?
League. The Champions-
Whoa.
the Champions-
You want Arsenal to win, huh? What a fucking loser this guy, folks. Jesus Christ. I think, yeah, Bayern are looking most probable.
Mm.
If not, it's Real. That's it. That's just all she wrote, folks.
Alright, everybody.
With that,
thank
I
you
think-
so much for coming in, tuning in for the first football pod. We don't know how many of these are going to be. It depends on how
Fair
much we
mind.
like them, and depends on how good they do.
I
But
don't think they'll do great, folks,
Yeah.
but, you know, thanks
We
again
hope.
for listening up.
Yeah.
Extra time's over, you know. We'll see you on the next one. See you in the next
like,
leg.
share, subscribe. Bye.